Across an ocean of stars in another universe much like ours, in fact it is ours. A man was walking along a street in New York City. That man was me. I was a good man. I followed the rules and I always tried to do the right thing. I was even married to a good woman and I had 2 kids, but that was the day that changed everything. I tripped and I fell in the middle of the street and a car hit me in a busy intersection of New York City, and I didn't wake up until I did, and I woke up in a place straight of anime, but this time I knew where I was. I saw I had a tail and it was a brown monkey tail, and then I saw Grandpa Gohan and instantly I got happy and I knew where I was. I know this story, the story I have been fond of for many years. This is the story of Goku. This is the story of Dragon Ball, and I am reborn as Goku in the world of Dragon Ball Z, and I am the main protagonist. I'm Goku, and this time things will be different. This time I will save Grandpa Gohan and I will change everything for the better because I know what will happen in the world of Dragon Ball. I didn't fall off a cliff this time. I kept my memories of the Saiyans and I grew up training incredibly hard. I never stopped, not for a second, and I got stronger than Goku ever did. I was now strong enough to fight Cell as a young Goku in my base form, and I knew it. I did it because I love this world, the world of Dragon Ball. I knew it was my world now, and I chose to be stronger because I needed to be, and I never killed Grandpa Gohan this time. And when Bulma came I helped her and I didn't have any stupid reaction to her car, and I collected the Dragon Ball from Roshi after I helped Turtle, and I collected all the Dragon Balls, and I had a plan. When the time came to make the wish I would become immortal so that I could train for millions of years in the hyperbolic time chamber. So when the time came I broke out of Emperor Pilaf's prison and I showed my true power and I made the wish to become immortal, and the eternal dragon Shenlong said, "Your wish is granted, farewell." And I felt that I knew I couldn't die anymore, and I said to Bulma, because she was angry, I said to her, "When I am done training for a long time and when I come back, I'm coming back to marry you, Bulma." And I already knew how to fly because there was useful information in Goku's old spaceship, and I got it and I learned how to fly and everything years ago, and I even got the recording from our father for Raditz to hear why he really sent me there in the first place, and it had nothing to do with selling planet Earth and killing Earth's population like Frieza would have him believe. So I trained in the hyperbolic time chamber for many years. After Kami modified to begin with, I made the time limit unlimited thanks to Kami, and I was able to train for millions of years in the hyperbolic time chamber. And when the time came I did Roshi's training like it was a walk in the park, and I defeated Master Roshi as if he were nothing against me, and I didn't transform into a great ape. I could control that now, and now that I'm a grown man I decided to confess my feelings earlier to Bulma, because in my old life and in my new one I always loved Bulma, so I decided to marry her when she would be my age. But before we got married and she was legal age, I vowed to make love to her, and then the time came when I would face Tambourine and King Piccolo, and I prevented Krillin's death with incredible strength. I shouted to the heavens, and in that moment my incredible powers exploded forth and I became a Super Saiyan, and I shot in a blur and I beat King Piccolo half to death, and before I finish him I caught his egg and then I killed him, and I got the word from Kami and he said, "Goku, please bring me that egg, he's a younger version of King Piccolo." And I said, "No problem, Kami." And then Kami offered to me to be Earth's guardian and protector, and I took the job, and he tied everything to me, and I even learned everything about how to make Namekian Dragon Balls and everything else I needed to know, even magic. And I asked him, "Am I limited?" And he said, "No, you can do anything you want, just please do good." And I said, "You will have no problems with me doing good, Kami. In fact, that's why I'm here." And then Kami told me about the Red Ribbon Army, and I smirked and said, "No problem, I will kill all of them except for Dr. Gero. I want him to survive so I can kill him and give his technology to Bulma." And then I decided to make the Dragon Balls stronger using my immense powers. I made extraordinary Dragon Balls for Earth. Now we get 7 wishes for every person, and there's almost no limits to the Eternal Dragon's powers. He's strong enough to grant almost any wish, so I decided to do something soon that would piss Lord Beerus off. But first I wanted to modify the hyperbolic time chamber so it's infused with Super God Ki, and so my training began again for a short time, and now I could see everything clearly. I destroyed the Red Ribbon Army after my short training in my divine hyperbolic time chamber.